going to toss, and Vicky's going to work on this drawing. In the meantime, we're going to toss it to Max. He's going to introduce our players. Take it away, Max. Catch him.
Liquid MVG Salem narrowly escapes the reverse 3-0 against Tweak to go on and meet Mistake in winners finals. But next up, we have two rapidly rising stars playing two of the fastest characters in the game. They're about to get a run back from the Final Smash Attack Players Ball last month. That's going to be Jakal versus MVG Light. New England, give it up for your boy. Haz and Vicky, it's back to you.
So Vicky, you have an illustration here of, I believe it is Fox up-airing Sonic. Let me see what you got. You guys, hold on. I gotta make a call. Hold on.
I'm a great artist.
Although, is this Nintendo? Yeah, this is not good. You got something down here. This is my phone.
Okay, I got my artistic skills. Listen,
from what?
You tell them to teach me how to draw Fox, okay?
I can't teach you. I'm terrible at it. I would never do what you just did. You're braver than me.
I just predicted Game 5.
Did you?
Yeah,
wow,
Game 5 in the making.
I think you're still upset about Max throwing you under the bus.
Oh,
He's
man.
listening to Tweak's wins. It was, and Vicky Kitty.
This literally just slid
like
me in there.
Bold, underline, highlighted.
Why?
Like, I don't know, dude. You got the emphasis, but.
Oh, that's not OD.
No. Definitely not. Anyway, these two players, like we said before, Light got the better end of their last matchup. It was a 3-0 victory for him. It looks like we're going to get the action started here on Lilac Cruz of all stages. All right, Light with the home field advantage both here in Boston and with his character Fox looking comfortable in space right now, Vicky.
Yep. And I actually want to say that this stage is pretty good for both of these characters in terms of using the platforms to their advantage to catch a landing. But aside from that, the tilting allowing, I would say that this stage probably promotes Sonic a little bit more than so Fox, allowing him to use the tilting to his advantage for spacing purposes.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, you can see definitely the way that both these players are going to try to apply pressure from underneath these platforms. They're so close to the ground that a single hop will get them right up there. Let's see what Light can find here. And you can use them to extend your combos, and we're seeing Light do just that. Jumping off the platforms, great positioning from the young Light. Jakal, though, fighting his way out of the corner. Here we go.
To try to catch him. He actually predicted that he was going to use Illusion right there. Probably was looking to get the up air. Unfortunately, was not able to time it properly. Wow, and that's the aggression that we saw earlier from Light. Predicted the roll, waited patiently. The moment that he saw the roll was reactionary enough to get the up smash.
Yeah, it's funny because we always talk about Light and how aggressive and how, you know, he's always holding forward on his control stick. But one thing he does really well is sometimes he'll just pick a moment to hesitate before turning up the aggression again. It really works out for him. We see him pinning Jakal at the corner again, shielding that up air. Very good recognition from Light again. The hip check.
Look at this. The back hit of forward tilt. Oh my goodness, and predicting Jakal to land on top of him once again.
Oh, okay. Jakal going for the 2-frame there on the forward smash. Cannot find it. Looking for a grab 2, and Light says, get that out of here. Kicks him with the boots right in the face. For the up tilt 2-frame, can't find it either. Both these players trying to use the tilt of Lilat in order to make their 2 frames a little easier to land. But here we go. Down throw. Tech. Nice, good tech right there because the tilt of Lilat kind of made that a little trickier to do. Well done.
Light actually, but Jakal recognizing exactly where Light was going to land at that moment and manages to take Light's very first stock, but he is at 93% hazmat. He's going to have to do some wonders here to try to keep up to Light. See, as the Light continuously ledge pressures him, tries to get the up tilt at the back air, but instead gets an up tilt into up air instead.
Yeah, nice mix up there on the DI, catching him with the up air, a little more consistent of an option too, and a good call out by Light. Overall, man, again, I don't know, it must just be a Light thing. Every match that he gets into, it looks like he'll wind back and, you know, he'll punch Sonic right in the face and Sonic punches him right back. Just like the Dark Wizzy match, you know, there was a slugfest.
It's always back and forth.
Yeah, it's crazy because I think a lot of it is the defense is really fast. You know what I mean? A lot of run-up shield, a lot of run-up spot dodge, try to find your opening. So the defense is fast. Obviously, the offense is going to be fast, making for fast matches. We got Sonic, so we got to go fast. And here we go. Light starting it off with a nice little combo. 42%. He's still going with the string. Nice defensive forward tilt, though, bailing Jakal out of that dangerous situation.
Oh, predicting that Jakal was actually going to run forward, got caught by that rapid jab right there, and tries to go for the illusion, but Jakal stopping him in his tracks, telling him you need to slow down as he plays Sonic.
That's right. Here's an up air. Light continuing the pressure. You can see the way he loves these platforms. Fox so quick at moving in the air, able to utilize those platforms very well, and there they go. All right, both these players feeling each other out. I like the way Light uses Nair too. That's exactly what I was going to talk about, the bait of a century. He's done it a million times. If you are on the ledge against Light, just don't let go of your shield. What he does is he'll fade away Nair so that it barely clips your shield. Usually you can shield grab Nair. Right there, Light just barely fades away, baits you to drop shield, try to punish, and he just forward smashes you right in the face for it. Very nice stuff from Light.
Yeah, especially when you have a safe move like that, you could afford to do it.
Up air, let's see what we can find. Good air dodge out by Light. Jakal trying to find an early stock again. Let's see if he can.
Oh my goodness, but just barely avoiding that at the very top of the blast zone there. That platform really helping Jakal out overextend. And as we just call it, that perfect air dodge timing though. But Jakal recognizing he is going to be air dodging at the very beginning. And that forward smash, all right,
Jakal,
I like it.
He's got something,
I
yeah.
mean, he was at high percent. He's like all or nothing, you know. I'm only at 12%. Not really much of a risk here, more so of a reward if I manage to land it.
For sure. I mean, it's so risky though, because putting yourself in a bad situation against Light, it could mean anything, like a ton of damage, a stock, something like that. That was a really slow dash grab, by the way.
Yeah, it was really interesting. He actually had walked forward, tried to see what Light was going to do in that instant, and just managed to dash back and get the grab. Gets that drag down from the fair.
Woo. You see him chase him all the way around the stage. It's nuts. I think like giving Light platforms is just so scary. Obviously, Jakal has been using them very well too, but Light is just so crazy with these platforms. Look at the movement off the platform too. Getting Jakal drop shield yet again.
This is New England territory right here that Jakal was treading on. Light is not going to have any of this Jersey stuff going on here.
Yeah, again, another nice forward tilt from Jakal. Nice defensive option. Barely avoiding the up smash there, too. Light was in a position to take the game, but now instead we see Jakal carrying Light towards the blast zone. Uh-oh.
Oh, as he gets caught. Oh, my gosh. Almost getting caught by that fair as well. We're talking about how great Sonic's up air is, and it's being perfectly displayed here by Jakal.
Okay, good job using the Shine. Hey, shout out to Shine 2018. Stalling out there just a little bit in order to make Jakal... Oh, the down air doesn't sweet spot. No spike. Another Shine 2 to avoid that fair.
Oh my goodness, narrowly avoiding that fair once again. Now the situation has changed. Light has had stage control and getting that forward smash immediately as he noticed that Jakal was going to try to recover above the ledge. Oh.
That's a Larry Roller right there. Larry wrote the book on that one, 100%. Shouts to Larry.
He'd be so proud.
Yeah, he would. Oh, I don't know. Him and Light got an interesting dynamic going on. I don't know if Larry, Larry and Light. I don't know if Larry's a fan. I know Light's a fan. I'm a fan of both. But either way, we're going to be going back to Town and City. I do like the stage for Jakal. He came close a couple times to ending out that game 2. He's going to try again at game 3. Potentially seeing Jakal's last game here, Vicky.
Great power shield already at the very beginning of the match coming from Jakal, getting that grab, and 15%. Any percent is great percent, especially coming from Sonic. Jakal has that over-aggression, especially as a player like this. We're really used to seeing the different switches coming from Sonics when they know when to play aggressive into defensive play. But from Jakal, I'm just seeing a constant wave of aggression.
Yeah, it's tough too. I mean, trying to match Light's speed seems to be working out for Jakal. I mean, he hasn't been able to close out a game yet, but he's definitely able to keep up right there. Great bait with the up air, able to get a jab afterwards, but here comes Light. Light's ability to extend combos and stuff has been unmatched, except for Jakal right there. Look at that, 53%, very nice. Caught the jump too. Let's see what Jakal does with it. He down airs. Yep, nice. Get him out of there, but Light doesn't care. He's happy to put you back on the ledge.
Yeah, like Jakal actually mixing up his way to recover back into the stage, and oh my gosh, I don't know if he had perfectly gotten the idea to, and using the Nair to interrupt him too. What a brave soul.
I know, for real. Light towards the blast zone has been doing such a good job of avoiding the KO options for Jakal. Oh, the double
top.
The rare double.
We got the rare double.
All right, whatever, Light.
Come on.
All right, now for Jakal. You know what I mean? Like, just this game, though. Just this game. Like, I still, Light, from New England, as am I. So, I want to see Light do well. But Jakal, he's been turning up this tournament as well. All right, let's go, Jakal.
Like, angling the shield upwards, too, just in case Jakal was trying to get that shield poke right there.
Nice, great movement from Jakal right there in center stage. Very well done. But Light, again, he's able to find his way out of these situations and turn it into his favor somehow. Ooh!
Like the empty hop into a tap grab right there, unfortunately whiffing.
Nice, you see Light use the fastball right there in order to get himself to the ledge before Jakal could get to him. And again, seeing Light escape that top, the blast zone situation.
A readjustment there, oh my goodness, and he manages a stage tech.
What are these guys doing?
Stage play here.
I can't believe they're both alive. Again, we're seeing the situation. Jakal trying to punish the up smash with the forward smash, getting run up smash. And there we go, the crowd giving it up.
Run.
Jakal, I mean, New England got to give him a ton of props, obviously training for Light, but also for Jakal too, I'm sure. Jakal, an amazing player, really showing his stuff here out at Shine 2018, out at 5th place. Making quite the winner's run though, working his way through, as we said before. MK Leo, #1 in the world, and Void as well. what a run from Jakal, man. Got to give him a lot of props. Let's give it up for Jakal a little bit here. He had quite a run there, and then we'll give up for, oh, that was, come on, guys. Well, we can give it up for Light, too. He's going to be moving on, you know, staying alive in this loser's bracket, keeping the hopes and dreams alive of this crowd here in Boston alive.
What an explosive set. Every time I see Light play, it's like sometimes you're off stage and you're playing like that for like a good maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then the rest of the time you're just figuring out a way to get in on Light and kind of match together with this over-aggression, because as Dark Wizzy had told me, if you're not aggressive first, you won't be able to actually control the momentum of the game. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, your options are essentially sit back and wait and try to compete with Light's reaction time, which is just a fool's errand, basically. It's so hard to do. Or you can try to set the pace of the match yourself, run up to Light and try to get the party started. As we saw Jakal do, and he had a lot of success with, just not enough, unfortunately, for him. Going to be going home, like we said, 5th place here at Shine. Really, really just exceeding all expectations, doing an amazing job.
He's just had an insane run in total. I mean, I honestly would not be mad going home thinking to myself, yeah, you know, I beat number 11, number 1 on the PGR. It's like, I'm 16, you know, I actually have school like tomorrow. So anyway, I got to make sure I make it back home on time to do my homework. So
he's the future, you know what I mean? Him and
it's
Light
very
too.
true. We were talking about that
yeah.
For Smash Ultimate coming up. We're going to be seeing this a lot more often. I mean, I'm predicting to see this a lot more often, especially since now kids these days have all the technology in the world to be able to improve as players. I mean, MKLeo being one of the youngest prodigies, I want to say, that Smash has seen since I don't even know how long. I know Mewtwo King was very young when he started out with Smash Brothers, but MKLeo being right there, I believe he was like 15 years old when he started taking the biggest names that you guys could even see, you know, in the history of Smash Brothers.
A lot of echoes of Zero, too. I know there's been a lot of comparisons of those two. So, I mean, if there's someone you want to be compared to, it's obviously Zero. MKLeo still working his way through this bracket as well.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, I believe. And, up next, we actually have MKLeo versus Tweak, you know, waiting in loser's bracket. And it's going to be kind of crazy to think to myself that MKLeo had to fight Void for 7th, and now we're going to be fighting for 5th?
It's going to be nuts. Yeah, obviously, that's like a champion, number 1 and 2 right now. So it's going to be a crazy match right there. I think we're going to cut away for 1 second here, if I'm hearing that correctly. Yeah, there you go.
So for those of you guys tuning in, make sure you guys check out the 2018 Shine Tournament Edition controllers provided you by Controller Chaos. If you want 10% off, make sure you type in Shine 10. And we also have esports ecosystem, empowering gamers. Look at how hype everybody is right there in the crowd. Our mission is to empower gamers.
Gotta say, Geico Gaming has been awesome this weekend too, giving away the swag bags back there. You know, shout out to Geico, you know, supporting esports and supporting gaming is an amazing thing, so always good to see them here in Boston, here at Shine again. Gaming Generations too, if you don't have that ad memorized, you have not been watching enough Twitch. Oh, there we go, moving on to the next slide. Again, 10% off Controller Chaos with Shine 10 as your code. So check them out. Actually, I have a couple Controller Chaos controllers. They're super nice.
Yeah, I actually love customizing controllers. Like, it's been a new hobby of mine, but you guys see right here, if you, just in case you missed it, empowering gamers, and again, Geico Gaming. I'm going to keep repeating this over and over again. I'm going to record myself and actually just play.
You guys see Gaming Generations? Got them again. They'll be gone in 5 seconds, but we'll get another ad rolling for you, too. There you go. All right, the Smashbox. Actually super cool. I love seeing the unconventional controller layouts for Smash. It's actually awesome, because I came from like the arcade era. You know, I love playing with the arcade stick for fighting games, so very close to that.
Where are you at, though? If you want to find some local Melee players around you, whether you're at home or traveling for a tournament, want to get in some practice before your bracket, make sure you check that out.
We got to speed run these ads, apparently. G6, Oakland, California, February 1st through 3rd, 2019. That is going to be a huge one. If you register now, you can get this, a wristband and a pin.
Let me tell you, that's probably going to be the very first big Ultimate tournament. So make sure you guys get in your personal time off for that event and check out that tournament, because that's probably going to be the biggest tournament maybe of starting off the season, the very first season for Smash Ultimate. Get in your practice. Let's find out what rule set we're going to have, because we actually have no idea what is going to happen, because with all these conversations going on, final Smash meter, 3-stock, we don't even know.
You want to break it down right now?
No, we're not. Oh, but
the timing couldn't be it couldn't be crazier, really, because Genesis has always been, you know, kind of an early in the year.
The beginning.
The Genesis.
The beginning, literally.
It's very perfect for the beginning of Ultimate. I'm very excited, obviously, as everyone is. But we're still here playing Smash 4 and having a very good time, you know, with that. I think we have another match coming up for you guys relatively soon here. Not sure who it is. Could be anybody. I mean, there's a lot of great players left in this bracket.
I mean, proceeding through losers bracket, it's pretty trying to think that probably we're going to see MKLeo versus Tweak, just
right.
because of number one, number two. In terms of how these players play, I feel like it's just always very explosive. I know MKLeo does fairly well against Bayonetta in general. The way he stays grounded, maybe going for Marth in particular, it will be quite interesting. I wouldn't expect him to go Cloud maybe in that matchup. We've seen what happens when you try to contest Bayonetta off stage, especially with a character like Cloud in particular.
We saw their set at CEO. It was a real slugfest going back and forth. It was a character rotation, actually. We saw Tweak go DK for the most of the first set, actually taking out the Bayonetta, and that was just an incredible show of how you can overcome, the bad disadvantages in a matchup in order to make it work out for you. But then in the second set, I think Tweak got behind. Leo started camping a little bit more with Bayo against DK, and then Tweak was the first one to switch characters. Then it started this whole rotation that ended up with MKLeo on top. So it's going to be a lot of this set is going to come down to, obviously the characters that are chosen, but also who wins game one. It's going to be so important to see who can set the pace for this match, what stages they're going to be on, and what characters they're going to get for them too. It's going to be big.
I feel like these players in general, as well as Anti, are really great examples to show you how important it is to pick up multiple characters at once to determine the fate of an important set like this. Just the fact that MKLeo and Tweak have so many characters at the ready for them to use to just counterpick each other. They've also played a good amount of times in the past, so it's going to be quite explosive. I'm going to be looking forward to it.
Me too. Can't wait to see what will happen. I can't wait to see what characters we get. Obviously, I really hope to see the DK. I love DK.
I know. You've been talking
I love
about
DK.
it. So,
I don't know. I don't know. I've been on a DK thing this weekend.
Why did you just money match me with your DK?
Right now?
No, well.
We got a match coming up? I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Maybe they'll put me on blast again because Tweak is playing.
We'll have Max announcement to the entire venue. Speaking of.
Who is she? I don't even know who she is. Who's Vicky?
Could find her. Vicky who?
Oh, who?
Who, Kitty? But anyway, we're having a good time here at Shine 2018, working our way through this bracket. We got to see what Light can do too. I mean, he's trying to keep the hopes and dreams of this crowd alive still.
I mean, I think Light has been playing phenomenal so far. Just for the fact that he's been able to ride on this wave of momentum and play so aggressively without getting necessarily punished for holding forward as often as he does as a player. He's really able to capitalize off his opponent's landing and being the type of person to just wait and shield, see what his opponents are going to do, and say, okay, I can react to this. His reaction time is actually insane. He is also very young, so naturally his reaction time is going to be better than all us oldlings, I'm going to call us, or older people, the elders.
I'll take it. Yeah, and I mean, you saw the way he was able to trap Jakal at the ledge right there, and you even saw the crazy offstage play that he went for. He's just insane.
The way he was able to mix and match too. There was at one point he was remember how he was air dodging against Jakal's up airs right at the very beginning, and then around the end he actually stopped air dodging, and Jakal started waiting instead because he expected another air dodge. So he had readjusted. He had basically conditioned Jakal to make him think he was going to continuously air dodge, and around the end he was able to get away with the fact that he wasn't air dodging anymore.
Remember when he nared on the way down?
Yeah,
like the bravest nair we've ever seen.
I was like, wow, that man, he has no fear.
He really doesn't. Yeah, absolutely. It's just, we'll see what he can do, going out through this bracket. He's got a couple demons still lingering in this bracket that he's going to have to work his way through if he's going to stay alive.
Yeah, actually, this loser's bracket is actually pretty scary, but I believe here we are kicking it up to Max. Oh, no, we're actually kicking it up to the bracket. There you guys see right there the loser's bracket. We were right. Tweak versus MKLeo. And Light waiting there and just trying to see who's going to be fighting him next amongst these two players.
It's definitely, obviously a very important thing to do, and I'm sure Light is not going to do it, but you should definitely watch the match beforehand. And, actually both these guys have been really tremendous foes for Light. Tweak earlier, actually yesterday, was able to clean up Light pretty efficiently, 3-1 in a 3-1 fashion. Light, I would say, is also one of the best Foxes at the Bayonetta matchup, if not the best Fox at the Bayonetta matchup. Combination, obviously, I mean, if you're good at the Bayo matchup, you got to talk about how good the SDI is. But not only that, Fox is a character with tremendous offensive output. If you're able to catch Bayo in a bad spot, rack up your combos and all that stuff, you can even fair footstool her if you catch her in the wrong spot, or if she already burns her jump. Even though she has tremendous recovery resources, you can still make her burn them and get a stock for it. Yeah,
it's actually funny because every time I see Bayonetta get sent down all the way to the blast zone, I just know she's not dead yet. She's still coming back.
Yeah,
the witch is never dead. She always has potential to make it back. I mean, that is if you, again, as you mentioned, save your jump. So that's going to be quite interesting to see. I like being pretty good at the Bayo matchup is going to be quite efficient, at least in playing against Tweak, but playing against MKLeo. I'm not too sure what MKLeo would do against Light in terms of character preference.
Could be a couple different options. Obviously, the Bayo would be on the table, but also Cloud. I mean, Marth too, but Light.
I definitely would feel like the Cloud would be a little bit more efficient, especially in catching Light's landing.
Yeah. The last time they played, it was just basically a battle of who could put the other one in disadvantage first, and often that was Leo.
Explosive. That's literally what the playstyle is.
It's hard to get it. Yeah, it was hard for Light to find his footing in that matchup, so I'm interested to see what he can do. You know, I would call both of those uphill battles or upsets if Light was able to cause them. So going to be very interesting working our way through this losers bracket, but talking about the winners bracket too, obviously.
Oh, he got a Mistake versus Salem. We were talking about Bayo Dittos earlier. I mean, I actually enjoyed watching the Bayo Ditto that Tweak performed with Salem. It was pretty explosive in terms of like back and forth, and the way that Salem was able to turn up the switch, whether he had to be aggressive or patient, really put a factor as to who was going to take the set in total. So something very similar that we're going to be seeing to that would be Mistake versus Salem, another Bayo Ditto, and Salem's just like, okay, just give me all the Bayonettas, I guess. Like, everything's okay as my world is on fire.
Now, I would say, too, that he's really, really good at the Ditto Mistake. I'd say he's one of the better Bayonettas at the Ditto itself, so we're going to see what Salem has been cooking up. Obviously, he's been working on the Ditto a lot, able to take it down 3-2 against Tweak. I love, like you said, the patient playstyle he developed specifically for that matchup and trying to, like, catch Bayos, you know, overstepping kind of where they can go against him and calling out a lot of jumps with jump ABKs, too. That was really nice, and a lot of safe patient grab play as well. So got a lot of killers left in this bracket. Very excited to see, you know, the next match start very soon, hopefully.
We're also talking about the rematch as well, considering the fact that Mistake had taken the game set actually over Salem at Super Smash Con, so the revenge is real. Right,
absolutely. I mean, they like travel a lot together, you know what I mean? They're buddies, so, you know, you also don't want to lose to your friend because they never stop bringing it up, you know, we brought that up. They don't, they can't. Yo, it happened to you on stage actually earlier today.
You know what? And as we end on that note, we're actually going to be tossing it to Max Ketchum for the very next match coming up on stream.
Are we? No, I don't think we are.
I definitely just heard it.
He's busy.
I heard it.
Did you?
Yeah.
What? All right. So we're still going to be talking about bracket a little bit here. You know, kind of ran through everything. How was your weekend? Tell me about it. Tell me about
my first time in Boston. I mean, I love shellfish. So I'm in the perfect area if you guys ever want to visit Boston. The very best thing you want to try to eat is lobster. The lobster here is fantastic. I mean, I know you went to Test Kitchen. It's a restaurant at the very corner of the venue. If you guys are anywhere close to Boston, you guys want to drop down on Shine. We have actually a lot of crazy, talented artists around here in the venue. Shout out to the artists as well as we have apparel artists as well.
Yeah.
We have Magister doing money matches for posters. So if you guys are in the venue, I know Magister is trying to money match people. If you win, you actually get a small poster that you could take home. If you lose, you actually have to buy a poster. So if you think you could take his Charizard or his Villager, make sure to check out his vendor in the back. And we have some other talented artists as well as different controller vendors here as well. It's actually quite interesting because I had a problem with my controller earlier where instead of dashing to the left, my character model would instead
it was walking. Yeah, we talked about this.
It would walk instead, and I actually had that problem when I was doing viewer battles before leaving to Shine on Wi-Fi, and I was like, okay, don't really know what's going on, but this is kind of concerning, and I had taken it, they fixed it, and then my left bumper trigger stopped working, and I go, why
you need a new controller. You need a new controller,
no,
dude.
my controller's fine. I was like, why is this happening? This never has happened to me before. I took it back, and everything is fixed now. So if you guys need any repairs on your controllers and you guys are within close to the venue, make sure you check them out because they'll absolutely help you out for free.
So what we're going to do right now, actually, Vicky, is we're going to take a break, but we will be right back working our way through. Stay tuned for Smash 4 Top 8 continuing its way through here in Boston. Shine